create or copy arrays from one array to another. In this video, we're going to learn how to pass arrays as arguments to a method. So in this first example, we're going to actually look at how to pass each element into an array. So I'm going to just say int array of numbers equals 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And now I'm just going to say for int index equals 0, index is less than numbers dot length index plus plus. So more so now you're going to just see us doing this instead of hard putting a number in there. We're just going to tell it, hey, you do the work, computer. We're kind of done doing the work now. Now I'm going to call the method show values, and we're going to pass through numbers at each index. And that's it. Now in this example, well, in this method, we're going to say the show values method displays its argument. So at param n the value to display. Oh, I am actually, that's why it's not liking me. So this is end main method. There we go. There we go. Okay, and then this is a simple public static void void show values, and we're telling it to accept an integer value of n, and then we're just going to say system.out.print n plus quote space. And all it's going to do is it's just going to display 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's going to just display our values. So what we did was every time it came up to one of these values, it just stored it and displayed it. And so it worked that way very quickly. So this was doing element by element. But typically you don't want to do element by element. You want to do a whole array. So to do a whole array, we're going to write a whole different program. So we're going to say final int array size equals 4. And then before I get mad, because I accidentally deleted that, there we go. Okay, and then we're going to now create an array. So I'm just going to say int array of numbers equals new int array underscore size. So now we want to pass the array to the get values method. So we're going to say get values, and we're going to pass through the array. So we're passing through the whole array, not just a certain index. Then I'm going to say system.out.println. Here are the numbers you entered. And then now we're going to pass the array to the show array method. Show array numbers. Okay, very simple. Now we need to create those two new methods. So the get values method accepts a reference to an array as its argument. The user is asked to enter a value for each element. At param array a reference to the array. So we're going to say private static void get values, and here we're going to tell it to accept an array. So you see we say int array, and we're just going to call it array here. So now we're telling it, hey, in this method to accept that array. And then now everything else is going to be like normal. System.in, system.out.print, enter a series of, and here we're going to display array.length. So we're going to tell them how many numbers to enter. Numbers. And then now we want to read values into the array. So we're just going to say for int index equals 0, index is less than the array.length, index plus plus, system.out.print, number plus index plus 1. And then we just store everything like normal. Array sub index equals keyboard.next int. And that's the end of get values method. And then now we just need to do the show values. So / the show values method accepts an array as an argument and displays its contents at param array, a reference to the array. I'm going to put that there. Nope. There we go. Okay, and then now we're going to say public static void show array. Here we're telling it again to accept this array. And then we're just going to display it. So instead of me writing out a whole nother for loop again, I'm just going to do simple int for int val in array system.out.print, and then we're just going to say array or int val plus, and that is our example. So if I run this, it's going to ask me to enter a series of 4 numbers. So I'm going to say 90, 34, 63, 23, 59, and it goes through everything and displays them back to me. So this is showing you how to pass an array to a method. In the next video, you guys are going to learn how to get the average, find the total, find the highest and lowest values in a method, in an array, and how to store all that information and display it back to the user.